Alrighty. Oh, shit. Restart because I realized I was talking way too much. Hello, my name is Joseph Oliveri. This is Miss Luxton's class. This is my final video and my final video for my high school career. I only got about 5-6 minutes, so let's go ahead and make this quick. First question is, what is my project? My project is a 1965 Mustang. My overall project is just restoring and detailing classic cars and building cars. I only got about 5-6 minutes, so let's go ahead and make this quick. First question is, what is my project? My project is a 1965 Mustang. My overall project is just restoring and detailing classic cars and building cars. Just mechanics in general. It's an important theory still to use if you want to use it in agriculture or automotive. This is pretty much the closest thing I have right now. It's just my car. It's a lot of things I will be talking about. So second question. I started this project because I really enjoy working in my hands. It was a family thing. I enjoy it. I've also, it's kind of hard to stop when you put so much time into it. I've seen for this car alone, I've put about 80 hours in. I've started this project back in about 8th grade, just doing cars in general. This car came around about November of 2020. It's out for a while, but for the time being, I've kind of put a lot of work into it. So next question. Time management, adapting, and just thinking stuff out. This car was into an accident recently, and I had to fix it before prom. So I had to sacrifice some things on it that I really wanted to do for some things just to make it the prom. Adapting. A good example would be is when I took apart this fender, which I'll show a couple pictures and video from, which will probably take up some time. And just thinking twice, some things on this car specifically, I went and spent extra money for no reason when I could have done it another way. And they both ended out just as good as each other, but I could have saved time and money. So advantages and disadvantages I have had to do for this car are family and friends. I have a lot of places to put it. I have a lot of connections. I have a lot of resources if I need them, if I don't have tools or equipment or stuff like that. Disadvantages are money. I had to gain the money myself, as well as sometimes I don't have the tools and I got to drive way out the Clovis to go and get the tools, and I have to bring the car there, and I only have so much time to do it because you have school, and it just sucks sometimes. This connects mechanically and just the skills you learn along the way. A good amount of them would be when you're on the field, you can't have any exposed metal on the field because of harsh conditions, because of rust. So I had to learn how to strip this down, repaint it, make sure it was rust free, everything I've touched. Another thing is mechanics, is I've had to learn how to work on the engine and understand the theory of engine, which is used a lot in generators or small appliances, or even diesels. They kind of go hand in hand with each other. There's some minor differences. And three, really interesting enough, is I understand this doesn't look ag-related, but they use the same inline six. It's a Ford 200 cubic inch inline six, and they're really common in generators. Actually, they'll use them for farm equipment and construction. So that's actually really kind of cool. They're really reliable. They're good on gas mileage. As long as you maintenance them every now and then, they're pretty good engines. So yeah, I can see kind of why they use them in generators. Basically, when you're on the field and stuff, if you only kind of fix an issue, there's a huge chance of it actually breaking again. For this car, I have to sit there and sift and thoroughly go through it and make sure it's only done once. If you break down on the side of the road or something, it's all bad. A couple things. How I get my income is I work out pools. All right, another thing is how I work on it. I have to have money somehow. I use a side gig with my mom. I kind of clean pools. I do a couple things. It's medium work to high dollar pay. That's kind of how I pay for this. I use my own tools. I have a bunch of hand tools and specialty tools. There's a couple things I don't have, which I mentioned earlier. I had to go back to my shop to get, but other than that, I'm pretty self-sufficient in the things I need. Another huge thing too, before I move on to the next question, is I actually had to adapt and buy a welder, because I didn't have a welder and I didn't want to drive all the way down to Clovis for tunnel work. So yeah, I pretty much stuck at it. A couple of expenses I do have is obviously gas. I drive it. Sometimes parts are expensive for it, depending when you get it. Gaskets can be cheap. Tools like wire wheels and stuff eventually rack up over time. Moving on, a couple good things that I do enjoy about this is the impact it does lay on people. I like to see people like smile over it, and a lot of people reminisce in memories. I also enjoy just working on it. It tells me that I can do something and make money off of it if I want to, so I can kind of pave my own path, whether it goes into diesels or ag or this. A couple things I don't like is sometimes things fail. You don't know when they're gonna fail, how they're gonna fail, how horribly they'll fail, but they do. Another thing that's kind of adapting is you don't know when they fail. It also sometimes sucks when you need to get it done by a certain time and you're up all night doing it too. Yeah, it's kind of advantages and disadvantages. I'd say the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. I do this all day. Okay, last one. I don't know how much time is on this. You can add this in the video if we have time. One thing I would change about this is it sucks. To me, at least. I mean, it's great and all, but sometimes it sucks. Like, I mean, it rattles. It sounds weird sometimes, but I mean, at the end of the day, I love it. But something that I would hope to change is I can make enough money to kind of flip it around to where it's more I worry about waiting on parts instead of waiting for money on parts. We'll have to change a few things about maybe making it to where I can make more money off of it. Maybe picking up side jobs, building a name for myself. A couple interesting things that I wish I could change. You know, not too bad. Thank you for asking me those questions. That'll be it for this video. It's kind of like final. I hope you guys really like this video. I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple visuals, a couple cool things that yeah, I'm gonna get out of this parking lot. Peace.